Hey there guys, how you doing? I'm Yalek, and as you can see, I'm boosted there. This account is 631. There is a troop health here. There's the 3 damage. And this is a very special video for me. Now, I boosted up because I had just asked a friend for a challenge on his ice base, and he was kind enough to post that, so I had everything going anyway. However, that worked out perfectly because we have an operation going here. It's only Foxtrot. Several of these guys are VP pushing. That's why they have ice bases that are fun for me to attack with my crazy little warriors. So we don't do big, big fancy ops here. Try to get in a couple of hoppers, and some days that's great. A day or so ago they killed the op, and basically there was nothing left for me to do. I don't even think I had to hit. I don't know. Anyway, somewhere in there. Anyway, so I'm on the hook for 2 hits. I have assembly to do later, but I just did complex, and that's why the statue lineup is important here, because I have never done a complex before, and I'm always hesitant on my other accounts, which are 5-5 accounts. This one has the extra GBE statue, so I had a little bit more confidence, because you do need a lot of GBE to get to the back of this. However, the 3 damage statues is okay, because the health on this is really low, so 700,000 or something. So I have never done complex before, and this isn't all that standard over here, because there are a bunch of defenses missing on this side. So trying to set this up, trying to kill the usual mines. Sat here and stared at this one for a bit. I know I'm in half times mode here. Sat there and stared because I missed one of the mines, and I figured that was going to come back and screw me later. There was a 22 on my path over here. I wasn't sure if I needed to clear it or not, so I decided to go ahead and do that, and that probably ended up being a good choice. So here's the part where I'm staring up at that mine and cursing under my breath. So the thing about this, tried the ninja landing. I don't know, there must be a name for that, but it did not go well here. I was off by, I think, 1 tile there. Yeah, that was really ugly off the beach. After that, this smooths out nicely. And this is just a little baby complex, but if you've never done it before, then any walk is interesting. I've tried this in the past, don't get me wrong. I haven't tried it in a long time, because I got so spooked out early on by some of the fails that I had on this. Feel a little bit better about the smoking skills that I have at this point, so that's why I had been revisiting this, and also because I've never done complex, and it's the only solo base in the game that I've not done up until shortly after this, by which I mean all the bases that can sometimes or regularly be soloed, so Javanese and Dredge and Chimera and Machina and all of the bases, this is the last one of those no shield bases that I had yet to do, so that right there felt pretty good. Had the GBE for 3 shocks too, so. And there are no, the funny thing is, or the irony here, is that there are really no boosts going right now. That's just my straight up statue boost. But the tribe boosts are no longer helpful for that. We have Shock Tribe going right now, which I'm hesitant to boost because, well, I'll just show you in a second actually. And then over, PSC, we have that, that's good. But we just got rid of a set of tribes that had warrior damage, which I loved, but also cheap smokes, half-cost smokes. So I had joked at the beginning of that tribe cycle, so 15 days ago now, or whatever it was, I had joked about practicing my complex walk, because now with the cheap smokes it would allow so much more room for error. And so I finally do have a complex in my bag. Still working on that Fang solo or the Rogue solo, but you know, all of the regular bases. I'm pretty happy with that. And it turns out that it does not come with the benefit of a Zuka Damage Tribe or a 50% GBE Tribe or a half cost Smoke Tribe. It just comes on a regular Tuesday, as it happens. And so, didn't do the Smoke Tribe, the Smoke Duration, and here's why. This base is pretty much exactly the reason why I don't feel comfortable doing that. Pretty easy assembly, not necessarily a hot beach, some extra GBE up front, don't have to start smoking immediately over here. Those are all good things and very, very helpful. Back at the core, there were no grapplers on this one. That's great. They've really don't even have many mines, so that's extra GBE because I won't have to clear anything but that boom mine. So it won't need the usual barrage that you use up there, so that's 10 extra GBE. In short, this should all be great. The only catch is, as always with this hit, is I have to get Bullet in the exact right spot, which is basically as he starts walking up on this flamethrower, he's going to come around the front, and then he takes a left and goes up the side. So I need to get him at some point while he's touching the flamethrower back here, so that he'll walk a little further and end up being shocked like up here. And then I need his taunt to activate, because I need this flamethrower. The reason he has to be in such a specific spot is that I need him taking care of all these flamethrowers as well as these rocket launchers. This one will be in the blind spot, won't matter, gonna shock over here. But Bullet has to be in that exact right spot, and when he comes out of smoke, I need his taunt to activate. And I need this flamethrower in particular to be taunted. And with the extra 5 seconds on a shock, I just don't think I could do that. And I do that hit pretty regularly. I do other hits that are like it. Minotaur, Centaur, very often involved that bullet shock strategy. So I just didn't think that was a good choice for me. So no helpful tribes. Oh, okay. No helpful tribes. And finally got my solo in. And that's a big solo. So I guess I'll start working on Fang and Rogue, and I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.